Welcome back, everyone. So yesterday we did our heart maps in our writer's notebook. So that
Let
we
me
had
show
a
you.
home notebook. Aubrey's going to find hers for us. We color-coded the pages. We kind of highlighted them red so it would be easy to find. Okay, so there's our heart map. And today we're going to pick up with going into the next day of writing. So you could go ahead and create like an expert list and things like that, passions list, whatever, kind of list you would want to. But we want to keep trudging forward with our learning. And in second grade for us, we start a poetry unit. And we know that with poetry, it can be fiction, it can be informational, it can be persuasive. And so there's lots of avenues that we can take with poetry. Aubrey, let's start off with a conversation. What do you know about poetry so far?
I know it could be fiction or nonfiction, or that is it.
What else?
It could be about you.
You could write a poem about yourself. Okay. All right. So this is what we're going to do. And I apologize. I keep looking at the computer screen instead of into the camera. And we'll get better at that. So we are going to listen to a poem because I thought what better way to start writing poetry than to get an example of a poem. So one of the sites I enjoy going to is poetry4kids.com, and that is poetry with the number 4kids.com. We're going to listen to a poem called
My Dog Ate My Homework.
Try again.
My dog does my homework.
My dog does my homework.
I keep on getting...
All right, so here's our poem. And we have the title across the top. We found that it's from the book When the Teacher Isn't Looking. Don't mess with the camera, babe.
Okay.
And then we have an option to listen to the poem being read out loud. And so Aubrey said we should listen to it first, and then we can go back and reread it.
My dog does my homework.
It's very loud.
My dog does my homework at home every night. He answers each question and gets them all right. There's only one problem with homework by Rover. I can't turn in work that's been slobbered all over. This poem is copyright 2005 by Ken Nesbitt, all rights reserved, from the website poetry4kids.com.
So we just listened to the poem, and then Aubrey's idea was that we should go back and reread the poem. All right, we're going to read it together, or you're going to read it on your own?
Read it on my own.
All right, let's go for it.
My dog does my homework at home every night. He answers each question and gets them all right. There's only one problem with my homework by
The dog's name.
Rover. I can't turn in what
Same as that part of the word right there.
work that's been slobbered all over
by Ken Nesbitt. All right. So rereading allows you to get that fluency. So having an opportunity to read poems right now is a great idea. All right. So Aubrey, I want to ask you a couple of questions. So first off, we want to think about what did the poem mean? What was it about?
It was about a dog who does a girl's homework, and it was non-fiction. No dog can do it.
Non-fiction or fiction?
Fiction.
Okay. I know. The first time we recorded this, she had it right, and then things got messed up, and the dog started barking, so we couldn't quite do that take because y'all wouldn't have been able to hear us. All right. So it is fiction. So what does that tell us about poetry? It can be
fiction or non-fiction.
It could be opinion as well, right? Okay. All right. So what we're going to do with writing time today, we're going to just have fun for the first day. And so Aubrey's going to take a look at her heart map, and she's going to choose something to write a poem about. So she's going to choose one of these items. Do you have an idea of which one you want to write a poem about right now?
I don't know.
Okay. So we're going to take a break from the video clip for just a moment, and we'll come back when we're ready to do some writing. Aubrey spent some time. She decided she's going to write a poem about dogs. And normally I would do like a mini lesson in front of her with some sort of writing skill or something, but we decided to go for it. So we read the example poem, and she's like, "Ooh, I want to write about dogs because this example poem was about dogs." And that's okay. It is perfectly all right to mirror and use mentor text. That's what we refer to it in education as mentor text.
I'm writing about
to help us get started. So she chose to write about our dog, Max. And so she's going to share her poem with us.
There was a dog. A blanket ball hit him. He fainted down to the ground. When he woke up... Wait.
It's okay.
When he woke up... He was in midair.
All right, and that's where she stopped with her poem today, and that's perfectly all right. Writing projects are going to be multiple days sometimes. She realized that she was reading her rough draft, her rough poem, that she accidentally copied some of the same words twice. And so that's why she had to pause for a second, so she knows to go back. She's going to revise that by crossing those words out, right?
Yeah.
All right. And so we'll pick up again tomorrow. We'll see how this poem's going to turn out.